Welcome back, my dear beautiful soul. So you've picked reading number 2 from the interactive self-service Pick a Card series, all about family, home, and relationships. You've been drawn to this reading for a reason. Perhaps you're struggling with a difficult family member, or you're feeling disconnected from your social circle. Whatever brought you here, know that these cards have a message for you. Before we dive into these very important messages, I need to remind you that you'll find links to the other 2 readings from this interactive self-service tarot series about love and romance, or career and money, at the end screen of this video. All right, let's start. I will use cards from 3 different decks in this reading. Your first card is Support from Oracle of Visions deck. It represents being the sturdy foundation for your loved ones. Picture this: it's the middle of the night and your phone rings. It is your younger sibling, crying after losing their position at a company they adored. Despite your drowsiness, you immediately engage in conversation, offering comfort and guidance. You've played this role before, and you're aware it won't be the last time. Or envision yourself at a large family gathering. You're tactfully steering conversations away from your relative's recent marital split, while simultaneously preventing your opinionated family member from igniting heated discussions about current affairs. You're the invisible force maintaining harmony amidst potential chaos, though it takes a toll on you. A jester stands before you, offering his shoulders for a young girl to stand on, allowing her to bask in the spotlight while he remains in the shadows. This card, dear one, is about the weight you carry for others, often without recognition. This not enough to help the feeble up, but to support them after, Shakespeare reminds us. This isn't about a one-time assist, it's about consistent support. Take a deep breath. How long have you been playing this supporting role? Can you feel the weight on your shoulders? This card suggests that your support is invaluable, but it comes with a warning. If you're the one always organizing family events, mediating conflicts, or being the shoulder to cry on, it's time to ask, are you supporting others at the expense of yourself? For those of you who might be on the receiving end, perhaps you're the sibling who always needs bailing out, or the friend who leans heavily on others during every crisis. This card is a gentle nudge to recognize and appreciate the support you're receiving. It might be time to start developing your own strength. The second card from our classical tarot deck is the 9 of Wands. This card takes us to a different scene. You're standing in your living room, surrounded by boxes and half-assembled furniture. You've just moved your elderly parent in with you, and the reality of being a caregiver is starting to sink in. You're exhausted, your back aches from lifting boxes, and you're wondering if you've made the right decision. The 9 of Wands shows a battle-worn warrior leaning on his staff, watchful and ready for the next challenge. This is you, dear one, battered but not broken by family drama, social pressures, or community conflicts. Close your eyes for a moment. Can you feel that tension in your shoulders, that weariness in your heart? When was the last time you felt truly relaxed in your family or social circle? This isn't about giving up, it's about recognizing your own resilience. If you've been dealing with a manipulative family member who constantly gaslights you, this card is validating your need for boundaries. If you're exhausted from being the only one in your friend group who ever makes plans or reaches out, this is your permission slip to take a step back. For those in caretaking roles, whether for children, elderly parents, or even emotionally needy friends, this card reminds you that it's okay to be tired. It's okay to need a break. Your fatigue doesn't make you any less loving or dedicated. Your third card is the Mutual Accord card from our I-Ching deck. Imagine you're at a neighborhood potluck. The same neighbor who's been complaining about your noisy kids for months is now laughing at your jokes and complimenting your casserole. Your children are playing happily with theirs, and there's a sense of community you never expected to find on this street. Or imagine sitting across from your estranged parent in a coffee shop. After years of tension and misunderstanding, you're finally having a conversation where you both feel heard. It's not perfect, but it's a start. This card represents the potential for harmony in your relationships. But here's the thing, it's not about grand gestures or picture-perfect family moments. It's about the small daily choices that build connection. To attract love, emanate with love, the card tells us. Maybe this means being the first to extend an olive branch to that cousin you fell out with years ago. Or perhaps it's about finally opening up to your coworkers about your struggles with anxiety, only to find that your vulnerability creates a ripple effect of openness in the office. For the singles or empty nesters, this could represent a period where you're creating your own chosen family. Imagine feeling so fulfilled by the community you've built that blood relations become just one part of your rich social tapestry. But here's a crucial question. How will you nurture these harmonious connections without losing yourself? How can you be open to others without becoming a doormat? Remember, even in the most harmonious relationships, boundaries are key. If you find yourself always saying yes to your friends' requests for favors even when you're overwhelmed, that's a red flag. True mutual accord respects everyone's needs and limits. But what does all this mean for you? Your journey, dear one, is uniquely yours. Maybe you're moving from being the family scapegoat, always blamed for every issue, to setting firm boundaries and reclaiming your power. Or perhaps you're transitioning from being the disconnected neighbor who never joined in community events to becoming an integral part of your local social fabric. In the short term, recognize your own strength and the weight you carry for others. It's okay to put down that weight sometimes. If you need to decline a family dinner to recharge, do it. If you need to have a difficult conversation with a friend who's been taking advantage of your kindness, have it. Your well-being is non-negotiable. In the long term, stay open to the possibility of harmony even in the most unlikely places, but approach it from a place of self-respect and authenticity. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is with yourself. As we close this reading, I sense there's more to unpack. In future readings, we might explore how to heal generational trauma, how to create healthy boundaries without burning bridges, or how to build a sense of belonging when you feel like an outsider in your own family. Remember, beautiful soul, that relationships are messy and complex. It's okay if not everything in this reading resonates with you right now. Trust your gut. You've survived every family argument, every friendship breakup, every awkward social gathering so far. You're more resilient than you know. As you step back into your life, carry with you the strength of the supportive jester, the resilience of the battle-worn guardian, and the potential for harmonious connections. Your journey through the labyrinth of family and social ties is far from over, and there's growth in every interaction, even the challenging ones. Until next time, may your family bonds be strong but not suffocating, and your home be a haven of peace. You chose this reading for a reason. Trust in that inner wisdom that guided you here. Your social world is waiting to be reshaped, and darling, you're the architect. If you need to hear more about your love and romance or career and money situation, try the other 2 videos from this self-service tarot Pick a Card series by clicking on the video links on the end screen. But before you go, a quick note: if you want to know more about what this series is, the link's in the description box. Also, please subscribe if you like my readings, and don't be shy. Comment under these readings. Hope to see you soon.